Well, ladies and gentlemen, buyers, good evening and a very, very warm welcome to what is sure to be another very special Harcourts, Rata & Co. West auction here at number 17 Carinya Boulevard in Burnside. My name is Robert Ozzimo. I proudly represent the company of Harcourts, Rata & Co. West, and I'm joined here tonight by some of my award-winning team in blue. Should you require their advice, please feel free to approach either Andrew DeSanto and, of course, Sarah Bezzina and Mr. Nathan Hunt, who no doubt you've had the great pleasure of becoming acquainted with throughout the marketing campaign. Buyers, let me share with you the following announcements, which in place have you bidden by with absolute confidence here tonight. The auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules, and any additional conditions are made available for inspection before the start of the auction. The auction rules prohibit an auctioneer from accepting bids or offers for a property after the property has been knocked down to the successful bidder. The vendors have a reserve price as the auctioneer. I'll indicate bidders on request. The law prohibits false bids, prohibits major disruptions by bidders, and prohibits bidders attempting to prevent others from bidding, and provides for fines for such conduct. The rules permit for vendor bids. The words I'll use during the auction to indicate that I'm making a bid on behalf of the vendor are vendor bid, and by law only I, as the auctioneer, can make a vendor bid. The contract of sale has been on display prior to this evening's auction. We call for a 10% deposit upon the fall of the hammer and the signing of that contract to take place here tonight, and the balance to be paid at settlement in a flexible 60 to 90 days time, at which time the vendor will provide the lucky buyer with vacant possession of the property. All in all, quite a straightforward contract. Everything's in there, everything is quite clear. Buyers, it's with my highest recommendation what we offer for your consideration and competition here today in the peaceful Carinya Gardens estate. Access to absolutely everything that you need, a plethora of parkland in the surrounding streets that you stroll away, easy access to a number of transport routes, and of course easy access to lots of schooling and shopping at your fingertips. The property itself immaculately maintained by the current owner, absolutely nothing to do. And what about that floor plan, that free flowing floor plan? Beautiful formal areas up the front, spilling out to those informal areas at the back, and of course that formal lounge at the very back of the home off that massive kitchen, all set on over 600 square metres of prime residential land here in Burnside. What a great opportunity for the first home buyer. What a great opportunity to buy this perfect family home in this perfect family location. What a great opportunity for you and your family to get the sold sticker up on the board at the end of tonight's proceedings. If that is your goal, right now is the opportunity to reserve that right. Buyers, where can I see a fair and reasonable starting bid for number 17 Carinya? Who'd like to start us off? I don't mind the call, buyers. I'm in your hands. Start me where you like. Where do I see you start if you're here to buy? What's that, sir? Is that a bid, sir? Starting bid? At 800,000, bang bang, big start at 800,000 now. At 800 the bid, at 800,000 even money here. At 800,000 the bid's here. Your competition is here, but the opportunity is with you all. At 800 now the bid. At $800,000 I have for the first call. At 800,000, are we done?
805?
I'm not taking 5. I was hoping for 25 in the rise. Can I say 825 in the rise?
805.
805. I'm happy to negotiate with you. 10. Can't take 5 at this stage. At 810 if you like. At 10? Great buying at that, surely. I'm not told. I'll circle back to you at 800,000, looking for 10 in the rise. At 800 the bid now, looking for 10. At 800,000, the call is 10. I'm at 10 now, welcome. At 810,000, at 810,000 and 20. At 820 now and 30, it's got to be. At 820 and 30 here and 30 and welcome. At
815.
815. I'm only taking 10 at this, ma'am. 10 at this time. At 820 I've got. At 820,000 the bid's here. At 820. At 820,000 we're going backwards at 15. At 20 the bid's here. At 820 make it 30 in the rise. At 820,000 now, fairly been offered. 820 the bid. Once at 830 and welcome back at 30 and 40 if you like. At 830,000. At 830 the bid, sir, ma'am, I can say that we are on the market. We sell here tonight at 830,000. The bid's there.
35.
They can't 35. I'll take the 5 now because we sell at 35. Same courtesy now at 5, ma'am, if you like. At 35 I have. At 835,000, same courtesy here, sir, if you like. Make it 840 in the rise. At 835 the bid. at 835,000, fairly been offered now at 8.3. Oh, you've been so strong the whole way. You've been so strong. You came out of the gates very quickly, so very strong at 8.35, but you're about to miss out. You have to finish strong if you want to buy at 8.35. Fresh bid in here now. We are on the market. We sell here tonight. If you've come to buy, you must beat me. 837, I'll take it, 837,000, perhaps round me off to 40, at 837,000, the bid's here now, at 837 the bid, at 837,000, can I say another 3 on top, round me off to 40, at 837,000, one bid, can't do it for you here tonight, at 837 the bid. If you have come to buy, you must show me your interest now, bid me now if ever hold your peace, because we are on the market, we're selling. If you're waiting for me to go inside, waiting for me to seek instructions, that won't be happening at 38, now at 838. That won't be happening here tonight because we are on the market and selling. I've received my instructions. They are to sell at 838. The bid's there. The key's here against your buyer on the phone. Sarah at 838,000. At 838, at 840 now. At 840 here. At 840,000. Welcome back at 40. At 840, man, you never got the opportunity to get involved. It's never too late until we sell. At 840, the bid's there. The keys are there. We are selling here tonight. At 840, bid's here now. At 840 against your bid. At 840,000, fairly been offered now at 840 the bid. At 840,000, fairly been offered in the centre. Opportunity on, was that a bid, man? 42. Oh no, you're just waving high. Well, that might have been an expensive wave at 842,000. At 842 now. At 842,000, fairly been offered at 842. At 842,000, back against your bid at 842. At 850 now. At 850,000, great bid. Big bids buy property. I have 50 here, Nathan, at 850,000. At 850 the bid. At 8.5 now, at 850 the bid. Fairly been offered now, 850,000. It's just a big bid. You can make one too. At 850 the bid's there. At 850,000, fairly been offered. We're on the market. We sell 850 the bid. Once at 850,000. Done. At 855 and welcome back at 855. Nice strong bidding now at 855 for 60, man. At 860 now. At 860,000. At 860 the bid. Bid here. Keys are here. We sell 860 the bid. First call at 860,000. Done. Bids against your bid at 860,000, 61. I'll take the one now at 861 and 65. At 865,000, fresh bidding on the phone with Andrew at 865. You work so hard to put yourself in that position. We're not going to let them come in with one bid right at the very end and take those keys off you, are we? At 865,000, the bid's there, the keys are there. At 57, 867 at 867. At 867 now, the bid and make it 70 at 70 now. At 870,000 in the centre at 70. At 870, the bid. At 870,000, fairly been offered now. Once at 870, we sell. Second call, 870 at 71, at 871. Give me a big bid in response, man. The best response to a small bid is always a big bid. At 871 at 75, at 875, 8 3/4. Now we done over here at 875,000. I'll give you a moment to think about it. At 875 now on the phone with Andrew and we're selling. Keys are there. At 875, at 875, can I say 80 perhaps? At 875,000, the bid's there at 875. What do you say? At 75, 76, at 876 now. At 80 now on the phone again with Sarah at 880. At $880,000 a bid. Lucky 8 at 880 now. At 880,000 bid there against your bid at 80. At 880,000 fairly been offered now. 81 if you like, 85 is better. At 880 the bid now, fairly been offered. $880,000 a bid. Awfully quiet on this side at 880,000. All the buyers seem to have congregated on this side and spectators on there at 881. At 881 now. At 881,000. 2 if they like. 5 is better. At 881 now the bid. We are on the market. We sell 881 the bid. First call at 881,000. Are we done? Second call. 85 at 885 now. At 885,000. At 885,000, battle of the phones. At 885 the bid. At 885,000, fairly been off now. 885. Are we done over here? 885,000, definitely done. Thank you very much for being here tonight. 885,000, fairly been offered on the phone there with Andrew at 885 the bid. First call at 885,000, all done. At 6 now, and welcome back at 6 at 886, at 886,000, at 886,000. Ange, tell them to take me to 900, be bold. 886 the bid. Are we definitely done here? Are you sure? You've told me that before. 886 definitely done. Thank you very much for your bidding here tonight. 886,000 fairly been offered now. Bids here, keys are here. We're selling once at 886,000. Done. 886 I have here at 886,000, 87 if you like, or 90 is better. At 886,000, the bids there, the keys are there at 86. At 886,000 once at 886, all done. Twice at 886,000, done and finished. At 7 now at 887. Got them down to $1,000 bids. Cause for optimism, cause to push on. At 887,000, the bids there with Andrew at 888 now. Triple eights, lucky eights at 888. And you told me you're out, ma'am, sir. At 800. Well, welcome you back with open arms at 888,000. Always welcome back in until we sell. At 888,000 now. Fairly been offered. Got to be 90 surely. At 888, and the bids there, the keys are there. At 888, the bid for the first call at 90 now, 889 at 889 at 889,000, got to be 90 now at 889 at 889 now, 889,000. At 889,000, bids here, keys here. Can you take me to 90 now, sir? At 889,000. At 889,000, bids there. We are selling here tonight. There are no second chances here at number 17, Carinya. You've already beat one buyer. Only a couple left to go. 90 now. At $890,000 the bid. At 890,000, fairly been offered now at 890 the bid. At 890,000, bids there. Against your buyer, Sarah, at 890 now. Let them know. At 890 and a half, at 890,500 now. Only half in the rise, an easy bid to beat. At 890 and a half now, the best response to a $1,500 bid is to put an extra zero and give me a $5,000 bid. At 890,500, the bid's there. What do you say? At 890,500, got a big bid if you want to buy at 91 now at 891. At 891,000, back against your buyer, Sarah, at 891 now. At 891,000, we're still done over here. Thank you again. At 891,000, fairly been offered now. 891. Bids there, keys are there. Against your buy on the phone, Sarah at 891. First call at 891,000, all done. Second call, 891,000, done. Finished. Third, final call, 891,500, all done. All finished, all silent now at 891 and a half. We're just to double check, we're definitely done. Absolutely sure. It's only a $500 bid. 892, can I say?
I have a limit.
You definitely, and we're over the limit?
Yes.
Definitely. Limits is something that are movable, man. At 191, we're definitely done.
Are you going to be paying for half the mortgage?
Oh, I can't. If I did that every weekend, I'd be broke. Definitely done. Thank you very much. 891,500. Bids there, keys are there, we're on the market, we sell. First call, 891 and a half, done. At 892 now, and welcome back at 892. At 892,000. At 892 the bid. At 892,000, fairly been offered. I had a feeling that you would be back at 892, and back you are at 892,000. At 892,000, fairly been offered. Bid here now, back against you on the street at 892. And a half now at 892 and a half. At 892,500, is that enough now? It's only a $1,500 bid at 93. At 893,000 now, fairly been offered at 893 the bid. Bids there, keys are there, we sell. 893, let them know I need to know. At 893,000 on the market, selling. We play for keeps, no second chances. 893 the bid. Once at 893,000, all done. Second call. 893,000, all done. Finished. Third, final call, $893,000 the bid, all done. At 500, 893 and a half. You almost had them. You had them on the ropes at 893,500. Take me to 95. At 893 and a half now, and the bid's there. Give me a big bid. Big bids buy property, 893 and a half now, fairly been offered. At 893,500, fairly been offered now at 893 and a half. At 893,500, bids here on the phone. Keys are here on the phone. We're on the market and selling at 893 and a half now. 500. At 500, 894 now. At 894,000, make it 95 or 900 even money. At 894,000, fairly been offered now at 894. At 894,000, bids there, keys are there. At 894, we sell once at 894, all done. Second call at 894, done, finished. Third, final call at 894 and a half. At 894,500 now at 894 and a half. At 894,500 bids here, 894 and a half. 894 and a half bid there, back against you, another half will take me to 95. At 894 and a half now. At 894,500. 900 might be their hard mental barrier. If it is, you want to get there first. At 894 and a half, the bid's there, the keys are there. Might take a knockout bid to get it done now. At 894 500 at the moment against your bid. What's the bid at 894 and a half? Fairly been offered. If you tell me you're out, I'll sell over here at 894 and a half now. Need to know. 894 and a half. Once!
95.
At 5 now, 895. At 895,000, brick by brick will go at 895 the bid. And we're still definitely done over here. Just want to triple check. Thank you again. At 895,000. At 895,000, done there. Done across the road. Only one left to beat, Sarah, at 895. At 895,000, we sell once at 895. All done. Second call. 895,000 done and finished. Third, final call, $895,000 the bid. All done, all finished, all silent and out at 895. In or out, need to know. 895,000 need a clear instruction at 895. Want to make sure we give them ample opportunity to make the right decision for their family here tonight. At 895,000, clear instructions, in or out. Need to know. If they tell me they're out, I'll sell here on the street. Otherwise, I can grab the keys back with a bid.
Where are you at?
895 is the bid. At 895,000. At 895,000, bids here, keys are here. We sell once, twice, third, final call. 895, all done, all finished, all silent out at 895. Yes or no?
Yes or no?
Yes or no? Clear instructions.
I need to know.
At 895, I need to know yes or no, in or out at 895,000. I'm going to sell away if I don't hear from them, Sarah. I'm going to sell away at 895,000. The bid's here at weight 896 now. At 896. At 896,000, you've got to give me a knockout bid. At 896,000, the bid's back there. The keys are back there. Back against you at 896. At 896,000, fairly been offered. I gave them ample opportunity. Happy to do the same for you. At 896,000, but I do need to know, pointy end of the auction. This is where it counts. Dig deep if you want to buy. At 896,000, fairly been offered on the phone. At 896, we sell once at 896,000, twice at 896. Third, final call, 896 the bid. All done.
500.
At 896 and a half now. At 896,500, and we keep creeping up towards that 9. Will we get there? We don't know. At 896,500, there's no further movement though. The keys will remain here. At 896,500, fairly been offered now. First call at 896 and a half. All done. Second call at 896,500. Done. Finished. Third, final call. 896,500, all done, all finished, all silent now at 896 and a half. In or out? I'm selling. Yes or no? 896 and a half. About to sell. Going to sell here on the street, Sarah, at 896,000. I'll give them the benefit of one more call at 896 and a half. If we don't hear from him by then, we are selling at 896 and a half now. Get Andrew on the phone, get some instructions at 896 and a half. It's yes or no at 897, at 897,000, at 897,000. He's earned at least 500 tonight, don't you think, at 897 now, at 897,000, at 897,000, fairly been offered now at 897 the bid, at 897,000, bid back here on the phone. I tell you what, take me, I won't take 250, but take me to 900. It's going to be the knockout bid for the competition. We're only $3,000 away at 897,000. Give me another half on top and get back in front. Put the keys back in your pocket at 897,000. Fairly been offered. Bids there, keys are there. We're selling at 897,000. Once at 897, done. Twice at 897,000, done and finished. Third, final call, 897 the bid, all done, all finished, all silent out at 897, done over here, done over there, done with one of the phone bidders. So if you tell me you're out or sell here, yes or no? 897,000 is the bid. I can get you back in for half, but I say if you can give me 900, it's going to be a better bid. Put you in good stead. I won't take 250. I'll take for half. Can I say 897 and a half? Yeah. At 897 and a half now. At 897,500 against your bid, Andrew. At 897 and a half now. At 897 and a half, and the bid's back here at 97 and a half. At 897,500 the bid. Going the long way around tonight, but we'll get there at 897,500. Bid here, keys are here, clear instructions please, at 897 and a half. Once, twice, third, final call, 897,500, all done, all finished, all silent and out. 900. At 900,000 now, even money at that. The knockout blow perhaps at 900,000 now, at 900. It's just a round number, don't let it scare you off. At 900,000 now, fairly been offered. Back on the phone at 9. We sell away. If there's no further bidding here tonight, we'll sell there on the phone with Sarah at 900. First call at 900,000. Are we done? Thank you very much for your bidding here tonight at 900,000 for that second call at 9. Done, finished, third, final call at $900,000. The bid all done, finished, silent and out at 900,000. We are selling, 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 sold. Congratulations. Please join me in congratulating our purchasers and our vendors here today. You've just witnessed another successful Harcourts, Rata & Co. West auction. Have a great night. We'll see you again soon. Thank you. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you. We'll see you next time. Thank you.